Welcome back, everybody. I am Miles Charles, and this is History Brain. Now, the question for today is, why did America help other countries in the Spanish-American War if those countries were fighting for their own independence? Now, let's find the topic. Aha. Imperialism. The topic is imperialism, and that plays great with the role in the Spanish-American War. Yes, Jason? Go ahead. Ooh, Dr. Charles. My great-great-great-grandpappy told us stuff about the Spanish-American War. He also told me that it involved the Americans, the Spanish, the Cuban, and the Philippines. Yes, Jason, your pappy is right. It all started when Cuba allegedly bombed a U.S. boat on Cuban soil, with the U.S. and the Western Hemisphere looking to expand. This made President McKinley with one thing to do. So he sent his soldiers to Cuba to block all foreign Cuban imports. But let's also focus on something else, Jason. The Spanish owned Cuba and Guam and some other islands. The only reason the Spanish owned Cuba was because of the 10 Years' War, which was fought and won by the Spanish. But earlier, the Philippines had a war between Cuba, aka the Spanish, which was failed. It was a failed war by the Philippines, so it kind of gave Cuba that big, muscular top dog look of imperialism of the land they were battling for. But after that, the Americans saw Cuba and the Philippines, so President McKinley sent his troops to the Philippines. Jason, wake up! Trump's a liar. Sorry, Dr. Charles. Sorry. So, as I was saying, President McKinley told his troops to treat the Filipino people kindly. He also only gave this order to his troops because in his eyes he sees the Philippines as a U.S.-owned territory. Then there was the battle at Manila Bay, the Great Battle. This was in the Philippines, and it was won by the U.S., in command, soon to be the President T. Roosevelt. And this war was against the Spanish in the Philippines. Remember that I said this war was in the Philippines. But after the one war by the U.S., the Philippines got angered. Jason, how angry would you be if me and my friend came into your house and just fought? Pretty angry. Told you so. Yes, Jason. This made most of the Filipino people mad. It also sparked up rebels like Emilio Alaguera, who said this quote, "If the Spanish and the Americans do not get out of the Philippines, they may have bloodshed over their head." Does this show evidence of our question and topic? Jason? Oh, Jason. You best call your mama about that sleeping now. So, kids, why did America help other countries in the Spanish-American War if those countries, as the Philippines, were fighting for their own independence? The answer is simple. Because in the U.S.'s eyes, they thought they owned the Philippines. They physically thought it was their own territory. Plus, it was President McKinley's orders to go over there and treat them as if the U.S. owned the Philippines, as if they actually obtained it. He told them to treat them kindly. He told them to do this exactly the way he wanted to, so it can seem as if the U.S. owned the Philippines. But as we know now, the Filipino people thought not. So kids, thanks for finding us on History Brain, and I'm Professor Charles, and that's all we got for today. Thanks, see you next time.